Guys, we're going shopping. The CDC is not that secure, and a whole lot of Evan Peters. We're breaking down everything episode 4 of The Beauty, all on another episode of Unbinged, starting now. Welcome to another episode of Unbinged, the podcast where we like to break down the shows and movies you like to watch. I am Sam Holt, of course, joined by Jagger and Matt Kopfhamer. Guys, let's get that spoiler warning for this episode 4 of The Beauty.
This is your one and only spoiler warning for The Beauty on FX and Hulu.
Thank you for saying it like that. Oh, guys, we just finished watching episode 4 of The Beauty. Trying to build a show sheet for this, but let's just start off right at the beginning. It feels like the CDC, one, isn't that secure, but is also doing some really weird testing in terms of face swapping. Kopf, you already made a face. Were you also disgusted by what we saw?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see suspended epidermises just like in floating tanks. Like,
skin
what
suits.
the fuck is... Yeah,
Floating
what the fuck
skin
is
suits.
happening? And that weird Dr. Mengele guy was like, save my beauties, please. It's like, what is happening?
It's exactly spot
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got past the spoiler warning, you're like, I haven't watched it. That was exactly how that episode.
Honestly, this is the one thing we're doing you a favor for spoiling. Like, I'm not sorry. And for out of all the comments, like, I think 1 out of 5 was like, I liked it. Fuck you guys. We're sorry. You know,
This might not be the show for you then, because we're going to be honest. We break down a lot of different types of shows and movies here. And I think when this one came out and we knew what it was going to be, we kind of felt like, oh, this might be one of those hype ones where you got to jump in. I feel like we're just watching this and I feel like I'm sandpapering my skin as I'm watching it. Like, I'm just annoyed every time something happens. There was like 5 minutes at the beginning of this one where I was like, okay, interesting plot, mystery happening with Evan Peters. You guys know I like Evan Peters. And then it got weird with the creepy doctor and the skin suits right off the bat. And I was like, all right, this is back to being weird.
yeah, the CDC is both secure and not secure at the same time.
Oh, yeah, no, you can break through every single door. Nothing's locked except for the one skin suit room. Why?
Yeah, I've never seen a place have so many guns that didn't really need to have them
Yes.
that were so ineffectual.
Yeah.
You know?
And the only thing that got shot was a taser. Like,
And why did they need Manny alive? Like, what was it so important that they didn't shoot him?
They're trying to contact trace, but I feel like you got security
I feel like there's
cameras
better
and-
witnesses. Yeah, there's got to be better witnesses than this guy.
somehow more compliant ones. Or, I mean, it seems like they had to secure everyone that was infected by the exploding model at the Vogue headquarters. And it maybe what we're missing is that everyone that's been infected, because they had them all in that really weird like pen in the last in episode 3. Now maybe every time one of them starts to fully change, they just go berserk and they have to kill them. So now they're like, we have to try and keep one alive. So maybe that's just a little plot point that we missed.
Maybe.
Depending on the timing, are they all changing at the same time? Because I feel like that would be more chaotic than just Manny, because then you have a dozen people freaking out at the same time.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the half-life of the medicine depend on your like personal metabolism? You know, because sometimes we already kind of saw as well too. He literally burns off medicine too fast because
Yeah.
he sat there.
Because they're all just running massive fevers while being literally super hot.
Well, I also think it goes to the healing factor of like this drug or this virus gives you some sort of healing factor as
like
well.
a Wolverine type scenario.
Yeah. So
But not
he
cool.
burned off that propofol within seconds. So that means when Anthony Ramos and his boy were going shopping and they were drinking alcohol, that was doing nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like, they might as well have been drinking water.
Yeah.
Imagine drinking a martini for the taste.
Ugh.
You know,
I was just going to say, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I am like trying to get into martinis. And every time a friend of mine orders one, I'll have a sip. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still not there.
I'm a gangster. I'll get one dirty, and I'll sit there with a straight face and drink it. I will, like, I'm the guy in meetings that whatever they're drinking, I'm drinking. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's delicious. This is an actual real life story. Patron and Hennessy mixed together. Disgusting. I drank it like a man. Yeah. Shout out to the Fantasy Football Expo 2025. I don't remember most of that night.
Amazing.
But to go back to it, yeah, that CDC scene is wild. Evan Peters, again with they're trying to John Wick him a little bit, and it's working and not working.
Yeah.
I'm a straight male, so it's just pretty much just not working for me at all.
I mean, it's not working for me, but
My
I'm a
thing is
straight
like
woman.
they cover him in like cuts and open wounds, and then he's getting tackled by this
and
slimy
he's not
human.
getting infected, so it's like the continuity is all over the place.
Yeah, the
really
world's
dumb.
sweatiest man. They're like, all right, let's go in there and open wounds. We're just gonna give you the little the
Just a little
butterfly
butterfly
bandage.
tip
bandage.
just on the eyebrow. Everything else,
Yeah,
my God, that was ridiculous.
it's like put on your Nelly Band-Aid and go in there and make it happen.
It's been a minute.
I love that they make a point of suiting him up. We get a scene of him literally suiting up in the biohazard suit, and then he strips it off within a scene, and it's like, what was the purpose? Like,
Yeah.
what was the
Why
point?
couldn't you just like wipe off the puke in front? Like I didn't expect it. Like was it a xenomorph acid scenario?
No,
where,
because he
like,
didn't melt the
spit-
mask.
No,
That
he
would have
just-
actually
he
been
just
kind of
couldn't
cool.
see. He just couldn't see, so he's like, I don't need the entire suit now.
You can't just like,
Fucking nuts. All right, I've been holding this in because I wanted to save it for the show.
yeah, say it.
The fucking cat, man, like that.
Poor Nine Lives.
Find out
Homie's
Evan
like-
Peters has a cat, and then it's just he's sad man with no cat.
He goes
Nine
up
lives, not
and
10 lives.
he's just like, I'm here to pick up 9 lives. She's like, I'm sorry, 9 lives died 2 months ago. You couldn't send a text, an email, anything, and then she just shuts the door on him. Says nothing. Just shuts
Okay,
the
bye.
So sorry about
It's
your
a
loss.
really bad neighbor.
No, yeah, it's like no.
What?
Here's the remains. Here's where you can get the nothing. Just
No.
your cat's
Cat's
dead.
dead.
Sorry.
It was so fucking fake. Like why even put the scene in there? Why even have? If you're gonna half-ass it so much, I didn't even need it. How did it move the plot? We already know he's fucking depressed. His girlfriend is gonna explode, probably, maybe. Like I don't.
His girlfriend that
Holt-
doesn't want to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right. Which I do have a question for that. So the people that are infected with the mutant virus, I wonder if they're trying. I wonder if the boosters are going to do anything, because like they make a point of it in this episode to show us the production behind this, with Ashton Kutcher being like, we're going to water down the formula and then double production and then make them get it once a week instead of once a month. Like, cool, capitalism's rampant and gross, but I wonder if they're going to lead to, this is how you extend your life if you're one of these like mutant infected, is the boosters are going to keep you from exploding. Or I wonder how that's going to work.
That's got to be, because you're either going to get feverish and feel. Because I wonder if they built that in. It's like you're going to get a high fever, feel like you got COVID, if you don't go get the booster.
Yeah.
And then after that mutates, it's like, all right, now it's super explodey COVID. You know, after a couple
Is
of them.
explodey COVID.
Yeah, that is interesting. The way that they portray it is not. It's very heavy-handed, very cartoony. Like Ashton Kutcher, like
He's
God.
chewing
Buddy,
that scenery. Buddy,
this-
just chewing on that scenery.
yeah, man. Like, well, my ass is higher, my skin is tighter. It's just like, buddy, this.
I can fuck 5
I
times
thought
a
I was
day.
watching Zoolander. I mean that in a bad way.
Yes.
You know, like I'm-
no,
like-
like a bad first script of Zoolander. 100%. That's such a
I mean,
good
we even
analogy.
start out with the Assassin Bros. It's like, all right, what's our next step? Like orange mocha frappuccinos.
We're
like, they
going
go out.
shopping. Yes, just ridiculous. All right,
And instead
before
of
we
a gasoline fight, we get a fuck fight.
maybe fuck. All right, before we continue to break down this lovely episode of The Beauty, guys, we are an independent podcast. Let's take a moment to like, subscribe. If you're enjoying, leave a comment. If you disagree with us, leave comments too. We enjoy. We love to have that commentary go back and forth with all of you. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out other shows we have coming. We're breaking down The Pit every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. We've also got every Tuesday, we're trending headlines and movie news. So make sure you check that out. And then every Wednesday, we're discussing Fallout Season 2. Then every Sunday night, you'll be seeing us discuss Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We're having a lot of fun with that. It is a huge show, and it's a good time. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow for that. All right, let's talk more about face swapping, shopping, and apparently this guy needs to understand the rules of having sex when you have this disease. That was a fun moment too, wasn't it? It felt like I didn't need to be watching it. Talk about scenes that were added or not. I didn't need this scene.
So this is one of those famous, and Game of Thrones kind of did this famously, a sexposition scene where we get the exposition dump of like, okay, no saliva exchange, no pre-cum, whatever.
Yeah.
And you get it with the background of like, ooh, tantalizing sex scene. And so it's meant to be, it's meant to be compelling, but it just comes off awkward and weird because... Like, again, like you said, Sims, like, why do we really need to be watching this?
I don't need to be here for this. This could have just been an exchange in, if moving the plot along, driving in a car. So you feel like you're going somewhere. We're not going anywhere with this scene. You just went shopping. Had
He
a
went
moment,
somewhere.
and yeah, I don't know. What about you, Jag?
It was, again, I love that you put sex position. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't
New
know if
term.
you made it up,
Yeah.
but it's very good.
No, it's Game of Thrones made it up.
Okay, well, it's not, that does make, like, Peter Baelish talking someone through fucking whatever. That's what I'm thinking now. Like, yeah, that's where that came from. It was just weird. It was weird because homie's like the most awkward virgin ever, that all of a sudden you gave him, I guess, fuck powers where like makes your dick bigger too, whatever. And he's just like, like screaming and shit. It's like,
The high-pitched one at the end. Ugh.
yeah.
I was like, no, I don't need this.
It's not even funny. Like,
No.
it's like, I wish it was so in
It was just
between.
pathetic.
Yeah, exactly. It was just so,
bro.
like, either make it sexy like Bridgerton or whatever. I'm watching that right now.
Yeah, you
or
are.
like, or make it funny.
Yes.
That was just like,
It wasn't either. It wasn't even funny.
It felt like watching Urkel fuck, like, honestly. And I
like,
don't need
but
that.
like actual real life Urkel. You walk in, you're like, oh wow, this. What am I looking at?
You're like, oh.
Why is this happening in my home?
Yes, but all he's going to say is, "Oh, grab a seat. I've got an audience, and we're just having a nice little casual conversation." And you're like, "This is the weirdest thing I've walked
No,
into
thank you.
ever." Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not.
Don't
enjoy
spit in her mouth. Don't do it.
Don't you do it? He's like, "I was just going to." Oh no! And you're like, why? Why is? Ugh. Yeah, I didn't need any of that. All right, so we talked a little bit about the assassins. It's interesting because to me, the first part of this episode, and it was really just like the first 5-10 minutes, were interesting with Evan Peters doing the investigation to try and figure out and do the tracing of who's been exposed. That one, I was like, all right, we're picking up the story. Again, it lost me as soon as the creepy doctor came in with his skin suits. And then the thing that I think we all agreed we were really enjoying or interested in was the assassin storyline with Jeremy. But as soon as they went shopping and then they had a, sex position to your declaration there, Kopf, I was like, I'm out on these characters now. There's nothing.
I don't
left
want them
here
to
for
hang
me.
out anymore. Now
I don't want to
they're
hang out
weird.
with them. You're weird.
They're
Now
the
it's
disgusting
creepy.
brothers. They're the disgusting brothers.
They're the
now.
disgusting
Like,
brothers, and I don't want to hang out with them.
Yeah, and not the cool ones like Succession. This is just disgusting. Like,
Yes, just gross. Not fun at all. But besides them, we have more. It's not sex position because it's just exposition while Ashton Kutcher's walking around a lab
my
saying
ass
billionaire
is
things.
tighter.
Yeah, I feel like looking at the episode names coming, the next one we're going to have is going to probably be a lot of Ashton Kutcher because it's titled, I think, something with the billionaires in their discussion of selling this product. So I feel like we're just going to have a lot of either old or probably a lot of old white guys discussing what this chemical is going to be able to do for them, because clearly Ashton Kutcher is one, obviously in a younger, the beautified body. So I feel like we're just going to get a lot of really creepy exposition dumps on the plot for selling this product.
Yeah, it seems like Jurassic Park, but like
Yes.
really bad.
It's John Hammond, but like just made it your weird, creepy uncle. Like just horrible.
yeah. John Hammond, if he was really into Cosby and chicks,
If he was actually Epstein, yeah.
Yeah.
John Hammond was actually
Yeah.
Epstein.
John Hammond, if he was actually Jeffrey Epstein, yeah. That's probably a good correlation. This episode's going to get flagged. Oh my God.
We're on the list now.
You can't
We're
say hot Cosby on your podcast.
all
Sorry,
gross and
Sam.
horrible.
Sorry, Sam. It's not me. It's Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
So, Sam, I have a question for you. We
no.
just watched The Bone Temple.
Yes, we did. It was fantastic.
Jagger, you did too. You watched it with us as well. And this episode gave us another degloving scene. Like, do you think this did it better than The Bone Temple? Because I don't. I think The Bone Temple still did it better.
The degloving?
That was actually one of my favorite parts because, like, the body horse
pulls. Yeah, when Manny
the
pulls
skin
out
pulls.
of the. Yeah, that's called degloving when the skin comes off of your hand.
Oh, thank you for the technical term.
You're welcome.
Makes a lot of sense to, yeah. I don't know. There was something about the gore in this that, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. The degloving.
It felt cheap.
Well, I think it's one of those things where when you're watching the Bone Temple, everything feels intentional.
Yes.
Everything feels done with care. That even the shocking things that are hard to look at, you're not uncomfortable with. But like when you watch something like The Beauty, and you're already uncomfortable from the weirdest orgasm you've ever heard come out of a man, I don't think flaying is going to make the situation any better. It's like
fair.
you're botching a date, and like Sam, you've been on several dates too. Like when stuff
not that many.
Yeah.
Catching strays in the middle of something.
Well, Kopf, you're like intentionally not. You're like, fuck that. So I'm just like,
Fair enough.
Yes, I've been on a couple dates.
When dates get weird in a good way and then they get weird in a bad way? Like, they get weird in a good way where you're comfortable and you could talk about weird shit with the person.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And then if you are having a bad date and then they're trying to get personal, then it's fucking weird. It's like the difference between, the HR picture where it's just like, hey, you look great today, Helen. And you're like, oh, thank you. And the fat guy, I was like, hey, you look great today, Helen. And you're like, oh, hello, HR. Like right now, The Beauty is in the, oh, hello, HR phase just because everything is so weird.
Okay. That did full circle for me. I'm in agreement. Yes. When it comes to the gore we just watched, enjoyed, and it made sense in The Bone Temple, you compare it to this, and even for the structure that we saw for episodes 1 through 3 on what the process is for the metamorphosis into the beauty cocoons that these characters go into, this scene didn't make sense for what we just watched for the first 3 episodes. They have a fever, they're crazy for water, and then they like pass out from the pain, and then they're in the cocoon, and then they break out and they freak out covered in the slime and the amniotic fluid or whatever. But we didn't get that here. We got him just panic running, changing while running. So this also to me didn't make sense. And when I'm thinking of world building and trying to make sense of the science, if you will, this just didn't track for me. There was none of that. He just was shedding his skin, spine kept flexing over and over again. So it's like, what's actually happening? And then he didn't have that crash. He just became
fixing a
beautiful.
scoliosis.
Yes.
So the only thing I can think of is there is mention by the doctor when Ashton Kutcher's getting his treatment. He's talking about mutations in the wild. So maybe this could be a mutation from the previous one, where the previous one you had the cocoon and the chrysalis, and it took time to change. But his version mutated to where now you just shed your skin, and now you're a new form. So maybe again we're seeing that rapid mutation, and maybe the next scene or the next episode we'll see a difference. Or this could just be a continuity error, and I'm thinking way too far into it and giving him too much credit.
And it could be an editing error where they just kind of like, we don't need the cocoon, we're going to skip it, and then hopefully people on YouTube won't talk shit about this. And then here we are on YouTube talking shit about this.
Surprise.
I was the first one to say this cocoon is gross and
motherfuckers.
weird, and now I'm like, where is it?
Yeah. Where's the jizzy cocoon that people like turn beautiful from?
So gross. My God. Yeah, I don't know. There was just a lot in that to me that took me out of the story they'd been trying to build with that quickness. And maybe to your point, Kopf, it is another metamorphosis, and we're watching, whatever the original serum did, what it created, this is just one of those variants, and that's why the assassins are going to kill off the variants. At the end of the day, this still just feels, we've had 4 episodes of this. We watched obviously all 3. Go check out the previous review if you haven't. And And now we've got the fourth one, and I don't feel like I'm learning too much more than I already did in probably a total of 5 minutes of storyline.
This was filler. We start off with a flashback of homie having a great date with the chick that doesn't love him.
Yes.
Or at least doesn't have enough therapy to realize
His
she's probably in love with too.
partner.
Yeah. Like it's, and I'm not saying we can't have that stuff, but
Yeah.
it's gratuitous when you don't move the plot.
Yeah,
You know, it's
agree.
filler when you don't move the plot. Whereas, like, again, we watch a lot of shows here, man. We're watching A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Those flashbacks are like 2 seconds, and they provide more context. And like, it's literally a flashback. It's not a flashback scene. They just flash and show maybe a huge dog. I'm not. You have to watch it yourself and
If you
find
haven't watched
out.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms, it's for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
The doctor would have loved to keep Sir Arlen's skin, that's for sure.
For sure. And we watch something like that, and then when you go to this, it's like someone asks, like, have you watched Ryan Murphy? Yeah, I've watched Ryan Murphy. I just watched fucking Ed Gein. I watched several Jeffrey Dahmer. I've watched a lot of Ryan Murphy. I know homie can do it. He's got it in him. He's just not giving it to us on the beauty.
No, 100%.
It feels like this whole episode was meant to give us a timeline or a deadline for that September 9th beauty day. And like the whole episode was geared towards that one scene with Ashton Kutcher, and the rest of it could have been an email.
Yeah.
We could've
Already
saved
paid for
ourselves
marketing.
25 minutes.
It's done. Asian man that's kind of like every other Asian dude from Jurassic Park. You know?
You know what that scene reminded me of? The original Sam Raimi Spider-Man was like back to formula and then freaks out on the scientist. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I'll just try it myself.
Yes, 100%. That is
I just need Ashton
exactly it.
Kutcher just to do the whole, like, you know how much I've sacrificed?
I'm something of a scientist myself.
Like,
He's going to do that in the board meeting on the next episode. That's what he's going to do. 100%. He's going to grab the table, and then you're just going to get this veiny scream across the table.
Yes, like just
Let's
rip
do
off
it.
Willem Dafoe, Ashton Kutcher. You've already done a bad
Yes.
job. Like at this point, you can't disappoint me anymore.
No.
Lean all the way in. Just lean all the way in.
So those are basically our predictions then for next episode, and right in terms of what we're going to see. Again, based on what the next episode title is, and kind of looking a little bit ahead. Looks like a lot of Ashton Kutcher. So we're all just, buckling up for an episode of him screaming at a bunch of people for more money.
If we're lucky, at least one billionaire will die next episode. If we're lucky.
If we're lucky, yeah.
I really hope our favorite couple finally fucks.
Who's our favorite couple?
The Assassins.
The assassin and Jeremy.
I wonder how that would work. If
You can't spit in
sleep
her
with-
mouth, but you can mine.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder, is it like, are they safe because he got the pure version? And I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
could be a
don't know.
loophole, a poophole loophole. Ah.
Hey,
Oh.
shout out to Church Camp.
God can't see anal. That's cool.
It's true.
Is that how we're going to end this episode?
Yeah, Sam. It's like I think we're done here.
This is what happens when Alfredo's not here, and then he ends up watching this later. He's like, I can't leave
Alfredo-
anyone unattended.
Alfredo invented the poopo loophole. I'm
did
making
go
up
to a
lore.
Catholic high
I'm
school.
making up lore.
You did go to a Catholic school. So.
With that, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Unbinged. We just talked about the beauty, episode 4. If you want to hang out with us some more, again, we're covering so many fun shows. Like we mentioned, The Pit, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We've also got Fallout. Lots of really fun stuff. Trending news. Like, subscribe, follow, hang out with us, leave comments. We enjoy you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Unbinged.